Welcome back to Crypto Front. This is the front line where we are fighting for financial freedom. We want to be taking to the front lines with the Jasmy price up because really this one has been doing well. I mean, Jasmy has been holding up pretty well, even like from the crash that we had from last Saturday. I think Jasmy is one of the best performers, I mean, in terms of drops as well. And from the bottom of the bear market, really, Jasmy has done something that is really, really fantastic. For me, it is a dream come true because I was hoping for exactly something like this here for Jasmy. Now, the question obviously is, where are we headed right long term as well as the short term price action that we are witnessing here on Jasmy as well as the rest of the market right there, right? So I think that we still have got like our bullish trajectory intact, really, really intact. And we are seeing Jasmy showing a massive strength right here. I mean, we can see that Jasmy is not willing to set a new low compared to these lows that it was setting here. And I think it's also time to readjust this right here because we were looking at this saying that there is a possible symmetrical triangle that is right there, but you can see that this was just a fake out to the downside, and apparently we are back into that you know, trading range one more time. But you can also do something like this here, or maybe you can just completely delete the whole thing right there, but the price targets will still remain the same. We are looking at something like 4.2 cents here for Jasmy from two different approaches. I mean, from the symmetrical triangle approach as well as that other falling wedge that I'm going to show you in a minute. But if we want to investigate what exactly is happening here in the immediate short term, I mean, on a daily time frame, we are still seeing that we are stuck in a range. Yes, Jasmy is doing well. I mean, because, you know, this is like what crypto has always been all about. I mean, the ranges are wide, and you can see that just from the bottom right here of this range right to the top where Jasmy is sitting, that's plus 30%. I mean, a lot of people are not willing to take that when it, I mean, this time when it's going to the downside part. But things like this happen in this market. The ranges are wide, so yes, the price action is really exciting, I don't want to lie, but still the truth of the matter is we are still stuck in a range right at this point, and we need to see a few, you know, things happening before we can really start popping the champagne bottles right there. So for that time from perspective, let's go maybe to the 4-hourly time frame, and yes, we are recovering really well from, you know, we didn't really dip into that support level that I was mentioning, but I mean, taking a look at our Fibonacci retracement tools right there from the very top of where the price was falling to where it came down to, we can see now that we're just being rejected by the 0.5 Fibonacci retracement level right there. Obviously, these are things that you should be expecting because the Fibonacci retracement levels are not easy things to go through, right? But like, let's say we get a rejection from this one here, total rejection, I will not be expecting the price maybe to fall down right around something like 6-7% to right around this level of something like we can call it 1.88 cents right there, basically 1.9 cents. That's not too big from where the price is sitting anyway. So I mean, because we are saying that it's 7%, probably gonna scare somebody, but these things, they happen on a daily basis in the market, right? So the message right now is that Jasmy is still trying to work its way up to, you know, towards the upside to break this previous high that we have here. It's still too early to say that we are definitely going to be breaking that, because as I was saying that, like, normally you have to fight through those Fibonacci retracement levels by there. So maybe we won't even go as low as something like 1.88, but still the price is to work itself up right there. Now, when you can start saying that finally we are ready, or maybe we have a ticket to break this high at something like 2.6 cents, I think when you break something like 2.4 cents, I think that is an indication that the price is looking very, very strong right there. So that's for the short term, obviously. But if we go to the daily time from here, as I was saying, we are already still stuck in a range. We need to work our way up to the top right there. But checking a few indicators here, I mean, we want to be taking a look at the RSI. You can see the RSI is still holding up pretty well, about 40. This is usually where you want to see it, like dipping to the lowest in terms of like holding the bullish momentum right there. And Jasmy is doing a pretty much good job with that. Now, obviously, the MACD is starting to turn as well, but on a daily time frame, it just flip-flops, I mean, left, right, and center. Right, let's check maybe the 3-daily time frame here, and what we are seeing is that also maybe this is the 2-day time frame, but on a 3-daily time frame, yes, we have had this cross, this bearish cross, obviously, and now we are starting to see that there is also momentum building up, like for the bullish one to begin with. So the next couple of days will also be really key to see what happens if we print another bullish one, right? It probably will be way higher above the range that we are currently stuck in here with Jasmy. I still have that price target of about something like 4.2 cents on Jasmy, and I think, I mean, there is no indication just yet to say that we are going to lose that one. But the fact of the matter, as I was just saying, that in the immediate short term, yes, we are holding pretty well, but we are really stuck in a range. Like, take a look at this. I mean, there's a 50% chance that the price will rise, 50% chance that will drop back to back test the, the support level. So usually in situations like these ones, it's not advisable to be taking any sort of action, because where the price is sitting right now is sometimes called the dumb money zone, right? I believe that no investor is dumb, because I think everybody is having an investment so that they can actually get something out of it. So to call anybody dumb is not a great idea, in my humble opinion, right? So I mean, let me also show you here the falling wedge that we have been talking about for some time. You can still see that, yes, even this one is still holding pretty well. The indicators there, we have got the RSI trying to tick above 70 one more time. We are slightly below that. We are at 68, but I think on a weekly time frame, once we are still above 70, that indicates that there is a lot of bullish momentum for Jasmy right there. Again, the price, I guess, for these ones, we're looking at something like 5 cents. That's the conservative price target there. But also, I mean, if you want to be, as bullish as possible, we are looking at even as high as something like 11 cents for Jasmy. So 5 cents is looking like it's a given right at this point. I know it's really, really reckless to say that, but I think we have seen these things play before. I mean, this falling wedge on its own has played over like 2 years, so I think it's something that I'm really confident about personally right there, right? But we want to take a look at our long-term price targets one more time. But before we do that, I want to kindly ask you to help me support the video just by delicately tapping the like button. It really helps the YouTube algorithm. People looking for Jasmy content will now be able to find this video much more easily. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel just yet, I want to encourage you to do so, really, because I do TA on Jasmy and a number of altcoins on a regular basis. And without me further running my mouth too much, let's actually get to the long-term price action that we were talking about. And of course, if you have been watching the channel for maybe like 2 weeks or 2 days or something like that, you definitely have seen this blueprint that we have on Jasmy, and we are saying that this structure is going to take Jasmy to something like $1.20. It really looks like something that we have seen before, and I think up to this point, obviously, throughout the whole bear market, we have been talking about this, and we are really progressing well relative to that right now. If you are wondering where that is coming from, let me quickly show you here. I mean, the price action of Cardano back then in something like 2017. I'm pretty much sure most of you have seen this in the structure before, but this is exactly what Cardano was doing. The same setup that Jasmy here. I mean, take a look at these sharp corrective waves here, rally prior to the whole thing going flat, and then all of a sudden you start, there are signs of life here, and then you eventually just start really whipping to the upside right there. This is exactly what we are seeing Jasmy doing right there. But it's not only Cardano which did something like that. Even the king of altcoins, Ethereum, did something like that. Basically, I mean, take a look at this. I mean, the chart is loading a little bit. I mean, bear with me, but you can still see that we pretty much have the same structure here as well, where you see these sharp crashing waves right there. You have got this rally prior to this whole thing capitulating, and then you have got a little bit of signs of strength here before you just completely whip to the upside right there. I mean, we had a few examples like Neo and a whole number of them, but the best case scenario that we have right there is the setup here with Ethereum, comparing it to what Jasmy is doing. Basically, we see the same thing, and then applying Fibonacci retracement to right there from the very top of that structure to the very bottom here. We saw Ethereum hitting the 3.618 Fibonacci extension level. And coming back to Jasmy here, just pretty much applying the same concept here. Mind you, I'm just taking a fractal inside the Jasmy price. I mean, if I zoom in here, you can still see that this is just like really, really underneath the whole chart. I mean, the whole chart starts here at something like $5, but we're not even considering that. We are considering this whole thing here as its own market cycle, and we have the high of something like 33 cents right there, which I think is a price target that Jasmy is also gonna go in this bull market. But applying the Fibonacci retracement to one more time from the very top of that structure to the very bottom around something like $0.027 per Jasmy right there, we are seeing that if Jasmy would replicate like the 3.618 Fibonacci extension level, that will actually be indicating something like $1.20 for Jasmy. Definitely a good price target, but as I said, that is the best case scenario. There is no guarantee that something like that is going to happen. Now, obviously, we had other examples like Cardano. Cardano managed something like the 2.618 Fibonacci extension level, and that would actually be indicating something like 86 cents for Jasmy. So Jasmy, following those structures right there, is indicating that maybe one of those is possible, right? But then again, even if you want to lower expectations, we had examples like Neo, we had examples like Sia Coin and the rest of them, and we saw them going as high as the 786 Fibonacci retracement level, sorry. And for Jasmy, that will actually be something like 26 cents. I think that Jasmy can do something like that, right? From where the price is sitting, if that is going to be the worst case scenario, I mean, we can see Jasmy reaching something like a 14x from where the price is sitting now. Obviously, a lot of you have been here since, I mean, the bear market, and you have been accumulating Jasmy, which means that probably by the time we get there, let's say you bought right around something like 1.2 cents buy to get to something like 26 cents for Jasmy here, you would have essentially made an 18x. Tell me, I mean, there literally is no other market that can give you this kind of gains, right? So yes, I know maybe we want a 50x, maybe we want a 100x. You would have to wait a little bit longer. I mean, one thing about this price targets as well is that yes, we can see that there is a likelihood and there is a potential for this chart to go to something like $1.20, but we really cannot predict how long it's going to take to get there, right? But I think that for this bull cycle, I mean, reasoning at something like 53 cents, 32 cents, 26 cents, those are very, very good price targets to be targeting here with Jasmy. I mean, if the project is a success, which likely it's going to be, then we can talk about like really, really fantastic price targets in the coming bull cycles. Obviously, I think that nobody is going to be selling their Jasmy all at once. They're probably going to be waiting, or maybe they sell some and then you keep some for whatever happens in the future. So that's eventually where I see Jasmy going, right around something like $1.20. But I think I've already done a good job explaining what is happening in the immediate short term here with Jasmy. Obviously, none of what I say is financial advice, and you shouldn't be buying or selling anything because of anything I say, alright? But if you like the content, don't forget to delicately tap the like button, share the video with your friends and family, and then I'll have to see you on the very next one. Take really, really good care of yourselves. Bye.